Tuesday guys, happy Tuesday. Today I've been faffing about an awful lot. I really want to get these videos that I was talking about yesterday done, the Christmas gift guides, but, oh, I should turn the camera off. But I kind of not really sure the best way to set up, Shep, stop that. I'm not really sure the best way to set up the camera. I'm quite tall, the tripod I've got goes kind of high enough, but it looks a bit odd how high in the room the view is. It's strange. The background is a bit odd. So I was thinking, well, maybe if I sit on the floor and lean against maybe the sofa or something, and it seems like that's probably the best thing for me, at least for now. But after about 3 o'clock, the lighting gets terrible. And I do have 2 lights, but they're not big fancy soft boxes and stuff. And they're very sharp, very hard, and they're very harsh when you're pointing them at you. They're just so directional, almost like spotlights. They're just table lamps, but with really bright lights in. So I've been playing around with like where to put them in the room to try and at least light the room. And I figured, Shep, you're gonna break stuff. And I figured that if I point them away from me in the room against the curtains where the light would normally come into the room, and it bounces around quite a lot. Unfortunately, there's still quite a bit of daylight coming through there, so I don't know how well it'll work. I may need to change lens to something that'll allow a bit more light through. I'll need to play with that later. But ultimately, I'm quite impressed with how much light I can actually get and illuminate me. I'm hoping that the video won't be too grainy if I do that. So I've just been playing around, different locations, different setups. Should turn the mic off too. I was downloading an app today from my Mac that allows me to plug the camera directly into it so I can get a live view, a larger live view. Although we do have a flip out screen, which is fantastic, having a larger live view is much better for at least setting up the shot. I don't think I'd use it for the most part because it's too distracting. So once I set it going, I'll probably close the lid or something like that, I don't know. But at least for setting up the shot, is brilliant. I'm really impressed. I'm really happy with how I've done so far. Unfortunately, it's 2 o'clock and I've done nothing but faff with the camera, and now it's getting to the point where it's probably going to be too late to actually do anything, which is ridiculous. Which is why I was faffing with the lighting, trying to get that sorted, because I really want to get these videos done today. But one of them is kind of like a gift guide for her, and it made more sense if maybe I invited Jen along and she was in there with the video for me, because I'm not an authority on what girls want. But some of the suggestions on there were from her, and she's probably a better person to talk about the items that I'm suggesting than I am, so it would be good if she came along, but she can't do that at the moment because she's at work. So I didn't want to do one video in like natural lighting where it might be nice and bright, and the next video kind of like in artificial lighting where it could just be a bit strange, and them not go together, particularly since they're designed to be watched back to back, if you will. You know, you watch one, you watch the other, and it will look odd if they're completely different in terms of the colour or the brightness. I don't really know. So ideally I'd want to film both of them in the same lighting setup, which is why I was trying to get an artificial setup going quite well. The other alternative would be to buy soft boxes, which would cost, I think you'd probably get a kit for maybe about 100, 150 quid, and I don't really have 100, 150 quid to splash out on one of those right now. So if I can use what I've got, that would be great. Unfortunately, there's too many things that could go wrong with lighting, and I just wanted to make sure that it looked reasonable. It doesn't have to be stellar. This is no studio, it's my front room after all, but at least it needs to be watchable. For now, I need to get some dinner. We got some soup yesterday when I nipped out, so I can actually have something to eat. Okay, I've still been playing with lighting and setups all day, and the best I've come up with so far is this. I'll show you in a second, but when we got married, we bought some really nice ivory umbrellas just in case it rained, and we've not really had much use for them because weather wasn't that bad on a wedding. But while I was looking for something to help diffuse the lights that I've got, I thought this umbrella would be good. A bit bigger than I expected, but here we go, I'll show you. There we go. It essentially acts as a giant softbox type thing, and because I've got a light up on the ceiling, this helps counteract some of the down lighting from there. Oh, got something on the screen. Yeah, it helps counteract some of the down lighting and really does a good job projecting a lot of the light forward. So if any of you guys are thinking about trying to use some sort of lighting techniques, try not to spend too much money. This has actually been working pretty well, and considering it is purely artificial lighting in here, it has done a fantastic job with the camera that I got. Finished that, it sounded more like a question. It was a statement. It is, it's better. It's doing pretty well. And I'll show you the difference between putting it in front of the lights and not. So if you look here around the back of the sofa, you can see quite a soft shadow because of this umbrella. If I remove the umbrella, you can see all of a sudden it's a much harsher light. So obviously it does cut some of the light, and there's still a lot being sort of like lost back into the room, but it's doing a pretty good job of diffusing some of the harsh shadows. Unfortunately, ideally the source of this light would be kind of like more up, probably maybe 45 degrees up from where I'm recording. I can't do that, so putting the ceiling light on really did help balance the overall light in the room. Yeah, in fact, quite a lot more than I thought. But now it's time for dinner, and then after dinner I'm going to try and record a video. Oh my god, it looks like I've just walked into the red light district. After dinner, hello, after dinner, Jen's doing washing up. Yep, after dinner I will record these videos, and I will drag Jen into one of them, and we will do the 2015 Christmas gift guide for her. You want to do that, Jen?
Yeah, let's do that.
She seems enthusiastic. Jen and I have spent the past 3 hours randomly chatting about the Christmas dilemma. And if you guys are fortunate enough to not understand what the Christmas dilemma is, it is basically who do you spend Christmas with, where at, how long for, or any combination of those questions basically. Now, it's difficult because my mum and dad are split up. They don't live anywhere near each other. Fortunately, my mum and Jen's parents live quite close to each other, so we can see them both in one day. But it does mean that no matter how you cut it, no matter how you slice and dice Christmas Day, we cannot see all the people that matter to us on the same day. Someone's going to be disappointed, someone's going to either not see us at all or only for a short period of time, and it makes us feel shit. We spent 3 hours, I say 3 hours, and this isn't the first time this week we've had this conversation, trying to figure out what time we go where, what time we go where, who we see when, whether it's possible to see so-and-so, and you got to factor in other family members, what they're doing, how they're getting placed. It is mind-boggling how there are so many combinations of things you can and can't do at Christmas, and the answer is always that you cannot please everybody. Unfortunately, it turns out that the people that end up, well, in Jen and I's sort of circumstance, is the people that end up losing out the most are ourselves, because ultimately there are way too many people that we want to see on one day than there is time in the day to do it, and it's shit. If you guys have this sort of problem and don't really know or struggle each year as where to spend what day and what time, let me know how you deal with it. You know, do you just go and run away and don't see anybody? Do you see one set of parents on, I don't know, Christmas Day, someone else on Boxing Day? What do you guys do? I don't want to see everyone, and we can't. I just need to make sure that we see as many people as we can do. But by seeing as many people as we can do, does that 1 or 2 people that we can't see make them feel less valued? Will there be more left out? Are you parents and you don't see your kids when you'd like to on Christmas, or are you kids and you have this dilemma as to who you see when? Leave a comment down below and give me your feedback. I'm not expecting an answer to our problem, but tell me what the answer is to your problem, and it might help us, give us a better indication as to how better to split our time. Well, on that slightly depressing note, it is time for bed. I never, because of this mega chat that we had, I did not have a chance to do the videos that I was supposed to. Jen's still not feeling 100%, so she didn't want to be involved in the video that we were going to do, so nothing got done tonight. So, yay or not. I'm off to bed then. After I've let the dog out, it seems to want to go out again. I don't know why, it's so windy today. I'm sure dogs aren't supposed to like the wind. It's so noisy. Feels like there's a hurricane breezing through or something. I'm off to bed in this ridiculously bright light. So good night guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. And maybe I'll get a video done. Oh, my website. I thought I'd show you guys. It's taken me a while, but I'll give you a quick sneak peek. So first off, I just want to say that I've uploaded onto my website 3 holiday gift guides, or Christmas gift guides,